Alright, good morning everybody, and as promised, we are here back in Eldon Square, where it is, well, as I said, it's that time of year again. This is where the Christmas markets go on, and Eldon Square is quite busy this time of year. They're trying like Monument as well it gets like exceptionally busy, so let's take a little peruse around, shall we? Hope you guys enjoy it, because it does. When it is here, sometimes it can be a bit of fun. Other times, well, depends if you like Christmas or not. It really depends. So let's take a look, shall we? Now I should point out, hopefully I'm not going to be like talking too much in this, because as you can probably tell from my voice, I'm like I've been feeling a little bit, crap all weekend. So this will give you guys a bit of an opportunity. And yeah, I feel as if, like, again, it gets like packed and it gets busy like really quickly and stuff like that. So loads of really cool little stores and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a nice little fun. It's a fun environment. And you know what? This is certainly new, by the way. The doing the wheel. However, let's see if we can sort of like get a better view, because by the time we get to Monument, you'll be able to see, because the markets, they do what I'm going to say, spill over and stuff like that, so you guys will be able to see for yourself. Yeah, so Johnny Oliver, let's go. Loaded fry. I do like me loaded fries and stuff like that. Sri Lankan street food. It's basically not quite unlike if you go down like Piccadilly Gardens and whatnot, because they have food stores there all the time. But yeah, that's. I'm going to show you guys they're largely food stores and stuff like that. It's kind of similar to what I showcased to you guys like a couple of months ago and stuff like that, when we were. Because I'm pretty sure. No, it can't be matched or anything like that, because it's an international break. Anyway, let's. Yep, okay, we're going across the street. Mind you, that being said, it's like only just, it's not even midday, and already like it's as busy as it probably would be on match day, you know what I mean? But you can see photo booths. Now, I'm pretty sure the cool thing about the photo booths is that they will actually give you like parts of the city and stuff like that, which is a nice cool look. You sort of have to like walk a little bit around to actually get a better view of the markets. There we go. This is close bakery, food stores. Let's take a look, shall we? I can't say that, can I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's a question about whether you can or cannot say it. It's just, but still, is it good stuff?
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah.
Good stuff. There's like a room later. Small dogs. Personalized tree decoration. I quite like the idea of decorations and stuff like that. It's makes sense. Cheese. Matthew's Prorbelly sample cheese. Must be so. I do not half like the cheese. Fire Brick Brewery, bladed on tie. It's kind of like a few little. What should I say here? Limited edition. Like I think it's like maybe chocolate or more cheese. Ooh, I like this. Of course, sorry. Drinks hubs. And it's sort of like if we go a little bit further down Grey Street and whatnot. Baltic store and all that. More brownies, and if you have like quite a lot of change this time of year and quite a lot to get on a decent sarnie or a little bit of cheese, or honestly, it's get yourself some cheese, mac and cheese from the bearded redheads and whatnot. Get yourself a decent sarnie, pick up some cheese, some fudge, put cheese and then put even more cheese. Yeah, that's such a wise culture indeed. Crumblings.
Sure you don't want milk custard? That'd be cute.
First ever market stall. Then of course you've got Acropolis over there flying the flag high and proud. You know what, with all this palaver about, you know, flag waving and all that, it's good to actually have like a nice decent flag, like the Greek flag and stuff like that. So Moose and Ritz, so like they just camp out every so often around here, like this time of year. It's good trade and stuff like that. It really is, you know. Anyway, we'll go around like the other end of the stores. Get Acropolis sitting as well. Acropolis North Pizza Company with a huge wood burning oven and stuff like that. Crispy duck loaded wraps and loaded fries. Not gonna lie, that does sound good though, but. Ooh, selling crepes and stuff like that. Do you like the sound of that? I'll tell you what, we'll head. I'll show you guys a little bit more of Eldon Square because I don't think we've had a proper look at it yet. Still kind of mad how busy immediately it gets here and stuff like that. Mind you, getting busy is what it's all about, especially even at Christmas time. So let's continue our journey, shall we? So if you catch like the other end of Eldon Square like this, big NCL or hashtag NCL it's always been like here for that's been like an attraction on the square for a while, like especially during the summer, especially during Christmas. Big Ferris merry-go-round over there. It's strange, isn't it? I feel like what they've done is that they've put a lot more of these fairground rides, and I think quite a lot of the food stores and all that, they've sort of been reconvened a little bit. I've got to take my gloves off actually. I can't really, it's kind of hard to hold the camera and do all this with these on. Stuff like that. This probably would be the point I was going to ask about Like, what's one of the main advantages? What this really brings to the city in terms of just like, it must be good for trade. Yes, I mean, at the very least, none of these stores are Greggs or anything like that. So I suppose. Wonder if there's somebody we could ask about it. You never know. There's always got to be some local chap and whatnot about who can give us a bit of a hand. And a big difference. Nice and busy and whatnot. Actually, with that being said, at least there's like a lot of the businesses around here. It didn't used to be like this, but everyone's sort of like getting into the spirit of it a little bit by having, you know, tinsel, holly, and whatnot hang around the front entrances. It's a nice change, and I do like me a nice change. So there's that, I suppose. Anyway, let's take a look around Northumberland Street and see what goes on.
I'm bringing it.
Yeah, Christmas stores and all that. It's still sort of like half busy and whatnot, and again, we'll come past Felix window again. Actually, the queue for Felix window looks, again, longer than I remember anyway. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this part of the street is literally being exactly the same as it was here the last time we were here, like just a couple of weeks ago. It's literally just not changed. It's just the sake of turning Northumberland Street into a dual carriageway more than anything else. Right, off we go.
Sorry, I'm just hoping to start doing this.
Mind you, this, with that being said, this part actually looks a little bit, a little finished, I suppose. Also, by the way, take a look at that up there, guys. Here we go, zoom in. 39 days till Christmas Day. Can you believe that, guys? Which means it's just under 50 till the new year. Brilliant, fantastic. Oh. Yeah, it's just sort of dug up there. All right. Right. Hey, hello. Fiver indeed. Yeah, it's just Barrett. I have no idea if this is even going to be done by Christmas. You know, it does not look ready. Or they might be just, you know, moving to this part. Maybe that's what the whole thing is. They start at the bottom and then they sort of work their way up, I think. To just sort of see where they just sort of started, and they started work here and it just kind of never really finishes. Still actually looks quite fresh. See, that's sort of like College Street heading down to the front of uni down there. Jollibee, Eat for Less, all right next to the bigger chains and stuff like that. And you can sort of see, like, even a little bit further down, they're sort of doing some work over there as well. Yeah, it's strange, you know, and it really is strange. You come in here and you hear about the Christmas markets, and then by the time you actually get here, and by the time you've sniffed everything from the fudge, the cheese, the bratwursts, you know, I feel a little bit like empty and cold inside. It's a weird way to describe it, but I feel like I should just feel jolly or happy or anything like that, but to be honest. Okay. Yeah, okay, so a little bit of a jarring leap from the last time we spoke to Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I mentioned earlier today that honestly I feel even sicker than I did yesterday, I probably wasn't exaggerating, and my attempts at brazing it out turned out to be all for nothing. Because the last thing I remember was falling over, and then I fell over, and somehow. That was at about 20 past 11 this morning. It is currently 20 minutes to 8 at night. And if I'm honest, I have also... This is not even the first time this year this has happened. But I literally have no recollection about anything else that's happened today. I wish I was exaggerating, but to be honest, it's just sort of a blur. I think I took some stuff to the dump or something like that. I think it was like a couple of shower panels and stuff like that. I did the majority of my Christmas shopping and stuff like that, so I can at the very least say that that's sorted, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to use the word sorted. Then I remember, like, having a bit of a kip at somewhere at about possibly 3:30, and here we are. Oh, God. Yeah, can I just say... And ironically, right now, I don't even know what the hell is wrong with me. I don't know if I'm just cold or whether or not I've got, like, symptoms of COVID. Because literally, I tried to have I actually went to one of those market stalls in Elm Square and had those loaded fries. £6 for cheesy loaded fries. Quite possibly one of the worst ideas I've ever had for loaded fries. They had almost no cheese to them whatsoever. Greasy as anything. And it just tastes absolutely tasteless. In fact, you know what, to be honest, it tasted so disgusting, I swear to God, it's going to take a very, very long time before I even think about eating anything again, because is that a distressing sign when it comes to your COVID again, when it's not when you have a loss of appetite, but when you literally lose your sense of taste? Good question, because even when I try to have tea earlier this evening, it just didn't taste of anything. Not even the parsnips or the roast potatoes that, you know, I smear in Marmite and then stick in the oven. Even that had absolutely no taste to it whatsoever. So, yeah, if I'm honest, this weekend has been a little bit of a crap one, if I'm being fair. We'll see how I get on tomorrow. And if literally I do not improve in any way whatsoever, I am going to do a COVID test. Seems like I generally don't know what else I'm supposed to do. So I apologize for the quality of this video, and I feel dry. Honestly, I still feel sick and everything. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I will hopefully see all of you guys again next time. Oh boy, honestly, my time actually gone, and I was looking forward to going to the Christmas markets and stuff like that. Well, that's another thing I can't look forward to anymore. Oh well.